Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. What I want to talk about now is getting support from others. But after I started thinking about that, when I mentioned, my life really doesn't revolve around money. And the reason it doesn't is because I create support systems, and the way you create, that's what I want to talk about, how I create them. And what I do is I help others. I help others in all kinds of ways. Man, I'm got a lot of skills. So not only I literally help them, I do things for them, not only literally, but also there's people that own businesses. I help them out. I say most of my friends own businesses, and in fact I think they all do when I think about it. And so what I do is I help them whenever I can. What's that? I'm giving them my support, and my support can be most anything. I mean, we'll go out for dinner or something. We can sit and we can talk, and we'll talk about business and see how and I can give them ideas and things like this. And so that's one way of support. If they short of help, they need somebody to literally work. I work, like I say, I can. That's how I've picked up so many skills, is I'm not worried and scared about working. So, and then, now there's been times when I've given them money. Now, there's a difference between giving a businessman money and, this poor person, this poor person on the side of the road, he needs money. I don't give money like that. And the reason is that poor person needs to do something. I'm a big believer in, give a man a fish and you give him a meal, teach him how to fish, and he'll eat forever. Okay, and I'm a big believer in that. So, in other words, when I give money, it's not like give money and throwing it in a pit somewhere. I'm giving money. Normally, they have some kind of business, a business plan, and they need some money to get this business plan going. And if this business plan seems feasible, hey, throw my money in, no big deal. And if it works out, good. If it doesn't work out, my fault, personal responsibility. I thought it sounded like a good deal. Depending on how much I give them, if I'm going to go in there and help them, I want to make sure it gets done. So a support system is really the way I function. I help others. I give them support, and in exchange, they give me support. And it's not just like that. And when I talk about, because I had a comment and somebody was telling me how they're living out on 12 acres, and it's best if they could get support from their neighbors. Now, how do you get support from your neighbors? Well, if your neighbor's got a tree fell down, I think that'd be pretty nice for you to go over there and help them get that tree put up. This is what I'm saying. You are giving support to your neighbor, and in the country kind of thinking, we all help each other. We don't even keep track of, how many times you borrowed my tractor. How many hours you come over here to help me do whatever it is. We don't keep track. We just give each other support. And that's a good example is, like I say, I'm staying in a small community in Oklahoma. And, I do, anybody needs something, I do it. It doesn't make any difference what they need. Because I have so many skills, whatever they need, I can pretty much help them out. And same thing, if they're hurting, that's the easiest, is when they're hurting. That's with the Hoi Chi. And like I say, some of my work I make money, because I need some money. And then, but like I say, when it's my local people, I normally don't charge them, because I'm giving them support. They got a problem and I can help them, so then I help them. And that's really the way you need to live your life. And that's exactly what the three-man militia is all about, is you're learning skills from people that know a skill, or none of you know the skill and you're all just coming together to learn a skill, and you're supporting each other. And then the next thing you can do is support the other people around, so because why? Because you're going to need their support. And their support is going to come in the way of, like for us, if my garden comes out really good, I'm going to give them some of our extra stuff. No big deal, I got extra stuff. And then if my garden doesn't turn out too good, they're going to know my garden didn't turn out too good, and they got a good garden, they're going to give me some stuff. It's a support system. And now the way circumstances have turned out for me personally, it's difficult for me to get that support system from family. I do get it from family, but it's because everybody is city folk, and they do different cultures. It's difficult because, like I say, they don't understand a lot of the stuff that I do, and they don't understand how they can benefit. And I'm sure that they give support to others, and just like me, I give support to others. So the thing, but it is nicer when you can get a support system from your family. Like I say, I mentioned before. My family, everybody said I don't know how to handle money, because I spend money all the time, and they're right, I do. And that's why I started buying gold and silver. So, and then like them, they all made money, and they all got sick, and all that money went off to, doctors, tests, and all kinds of stuff like that. And like I say, we're right back to the same thing. They kept looking at me like there was something wrong, and they keep telling me I'm doing things wrong, don't have enough money. And then, like I say, I was training SWAT teams. I'm highly active, and my diet wasn't really good when they knew me, and that was up to 50s. And like I say, I guess now everybody's dead now, but all my relation, and most of them are dead, and the ones that are still alive, they're amazed that I'm still alive and I'm in good health. Because they're the same ones that kept telling me, man, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not doing it. And then I'm the one that's healthier than the rest of them, and the ones that are alive. And I say, I'm the oldest. They all died. I say I'm 67. Hell, they all died in their early 60s. So, the support is really important, and you should always be open to give support. And like I say, I took more criticism than I did support from my family for my lifestyle and the way I do things. And, so that's why it's hard for us to, now when I'm looking for support from them now, it's stuff that they can't do. You know what I mean? And But like I say, if I was to have an accident, let's say I'm on my way to the United States, I'm in Mexico, and I get an accident, I get sick, no telling what, nobody's going to come help me. You know what I mean? Now here in Guatemala, I've got some people that'll come help me, but I don't think I have anybody that would help me if I'm in Panama and stuff like that. So that's why, as I travel, I try to get some kind of support system going. I say there's a lot of people I've only met once. I've talked about this before. But, I say we had a good relationship in which I'd still do things for them. And if I'm in their area and something happens to me there, they'd give me the support that I would need. So the relationships are very important. And that's the kind of a support system you can work on. And it doesn't cost you anything. Just think about how long do you spend watching TV, going to sporting events and stuff like that, or concerts and stuff like that. And if you use that time helping others, you'd be having a pretty good sports system set up for yourself also. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.